Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing a Temu haul. I have a variety of different items that I wanted to get to today. Craft supplies, miscellaneous items, everything in between. So I definitely wanted to get this video out, not only because prices on Temu tend to fluctuate, items get discontinued or they sell out. So I wanted to be sure to get this video out in case you guys are interested in any of the items. And then on top of that, as you can see from my background, my husband and I are in the process of moving, and I am living in a sea of boxes and bins right now. So it's kind of sad because my whole craft room has been dismantled. But on the bright side, I will be redoing my new craft room in the new place. So look forward to a video on that. But in terms of this video, let's go ahead and get started. I have a few items I want to get into, and then I'm gonna go right back into packing. So I'm just doing a quick intermission between packing and all of that fun stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so to get into today's video, I think I'm gonna separate everything into categories. First off, I'm gonna talk about craft supplies, and then we'll kind of go into the more miscellaneous items. The first bit of items that I wanted to talk about are going to be stamps. I have a really good collection of stamps going with Temu. If you want a dedicated haul of rubber stamps and die cuts that I've purchased from Temu, let me know, because that could be a whole dedicated video all its own. And the quality is chef's kiss. I have not been disappointed by their stamps. I have not been disappointed by their die cuts, or their embossing folders either. So that's another thing that if you want a whole video on that, let me know in the comments. But we'll just kind of go into this little bit of stamps that I've purchased for this particular order. And as always, everything will be listed in the description down below. And if it's sold out, I'll just put sold out. Or if the item is sold out, but you can be notified, I will also put that in the description. I will also let you know in the video the prices that I paid for these particular items, but the current prices will be in the description down below. I hope that makes sense. So first and foremost, I got a giraffe stamp set, and I absolutely love giraffes. They're my favorite animal along with elephants. Giraffes are so special to me. I love their spots. I love their beautiful, majestic, long necks. I absolutely love this animal. So I had to get a stamp set that's dedicated to them. So this does come with the giraffe himself, and it looks like he's chomping on some leaves here. And then it does have some other tropical style leaves, monstera leaves, florals, and things of that nature. It comes with some glasses that you can put on your giraffe. And the quote on here says, "Are you having a giraffe?" Which I'm guessing is equivalent to, "Are you having a laugh?" Let me know in the comments what you think about that. But anyways, needless to say, this is a very, very cute stamp set. This stamp set I got for $1.78. The next one is considered a drawing art set. It has your art palette, it has brushes, it even has little paint strokes. It has the word color, art, paint tubes, ink. So kind of a lot of the icons that are associated with art. You can even use this palette stamp and maybe even just add in your own little watercolors if you want to put that on a card and use watercolors and fill in those little blank squares there. That would be really cute as well. So this set went for $1.48. These next two sets I'm just gonna put together. Kind of reminded me of Dinah Wakely's art. If you're not familiar with her, look her up on Instagram. Dinah Wakely, Wakley, I believe is the spelling of her last name. But these stamps reminded me so much of her artistic drawings. She draws very whimsical, not true to life flowers and things of that nature. So I just thought this reminded me so much of her art. I'm going to name this one the Dinah Wakely set, which is $1.78. So I'll put that in the description as the Dinah Wakely set. And then I'll just name this flowers number 2. And this was $2.28. This next one is kind of unusual. I got it to add interest to my cards and scrapbooking and mixed media projects, but it's basically a typography stamp set. I can't make out what it says for the life of me, but all those scribbles and words blended together, it adds a lot of interest to your page. So I got it for that specific purpose. And this was $1.78. The next one that I have, I'm going to label this a patchwork background. but it has all of these beautiful details and textures all in one rubber stamp. If you wanted to cut this up into smaller stamps, you can do that, or you can use it as a whole or just ink up the specific section that you're looking to use. This stamp set went for $2.19. Such a really cool one to have in your inventory of stamps. I really love background stamps because they just add, again, a lot of interest to your projects, and really, really beautiful, really pretty. So that was $2.19. So this next stamp set is kind of on the larger side. So it's not that the stamps are, I mean, some of them are a little bit larger like this one here, but it is a little bit larger in size compared to the background stamp set, for instance. But I'm gonna call this more of a drawing scribble stamp set. This just kind of reminds me of what you would do when you're doodling on your notepad, things of that nature. You don't need this stamp set. You can easily achieve this on your own, but I just thought it was kind of cool to have, and I don't really have a lot of these types of stamps in my inventory. So this one is $1.78. And then by that same token, I have another stamp set that is kind of similar, more scribble drawing type stamps. Reminds me of the cup rings that I love and I'm obsessed with. Diamond shapes, dots, things of that nature. And this one went for $2.19. And this one, I loved what it said. So this is a whole quote, and it says, "Creative people don't have a mess. They have ideas lying around everywhere." Yeah. That's definitely me. Such a cute stamp set to put on a card for maybe another artist friend of yours. I just love it. It always turns out, and I don't know why, but my craft room always turns out to be the biggest mess. And I try my darndest to make sure it's all clean. I clean up after myself after I do projects. But I don't know, it's just how us creative people are. Our ideas are lying all around on the floor. Anyways, I love this stamp and can't wait to use it in maybe a scrapbook layout or a card, or you could even stamp it and then take it to your copier and blow it up and frame this. You could do that as well. All right, so that is it for the stamps. I did want to also mention on Temu, you can purchase a binder. This is how I store all of my stamps, my die cuts, because it was getting to the point where I had them in boxes upon boxes, and just being able to access them was really hard. So getting a binder like this, you don't have to purchase this one off of Temu. I got this one for $29.59, and it comes with the binder, of course, and it comes with this little strap here for closure. And then it also comes with these really good quality, thicker plastic, but it's really nice. Kind of opaque, but you can still see the stamps that are inside. It's just really nice to be able to have your stamps organized, whether it's by season, by animal, by text, sentiment, florals, and just flip to the page and just grab it and use it and then put it right back into the binder. So this is such a good value. I bought 2 of these and it comes with 31 pieces. It also comes with the magnet sheets. So for die cuts, it's really good because the die cuts stick to the magnets. So it comes with the 10 magnet sheets, obviously the binder, 5 sleeves with 1 pocket, 5 with 2 pockets, another 5 with 3 pockets, and 5 with 4 pockets. So depending on how large your stamps are, this one is the one with 3 pockets. And then I have one with 2 pockets. So you just kind of use the pockets depending on how large your stamps are. So for instance, I have used this whole sheet, and this is one whole sheet that you can actually buy also separately on Temu. So it doesn't come with this particular kit, but you can buy it separately on Temu and add that in if the other sheets don't accommodate your size stamps. So this is such a great buy and I love it. I might end up having, depending on how my collection continues to grow, I might end up having quite a few of these. You can also label them on the side here with the stamps that are in this binder. So it's really easy for you to just go to your bookshelf, pick it up, and then use the stamps that you need in here. So I cannot recommend this enough. If you want organization with your die cuts, with your stamps, and it's overflowing and it's in bins and it's really hard for you to find what stamps and die cuts you're looking for, this binder is genius. Love it. So I will put that in the link as well. So if you are interested, you can check that out. But that was $29.59. I don't know what the going price is as of today, but again, I'll put that in the description. I also purchased stencils, and I only purchased one set of this. This is 3 pieces here. And essentially it's just silhouettes. And they're just very artistic, artsy-fartsy kind of silhouettes. And I love this because if you follow Dinah Wakely, if you follow Ranger, a lot of fellow artists and makers, creatives are using kind of this style. It's very popular right now, and I just love it. Even Jane Davenport, if you're familiar with her art, this also reminds me of Jane Davenport as well. So really beautiful. These were $2.48 for 3 pieces, and it is 9 by 6 measurements for all 3 of the stencils. Okay, so moving right along to die cuts. So again, with the giraffe theme, I thought these were so cute, and they're a bunch of giraffes with just their long necks. Very basic, but to have them all on a birthday card maybe, or maybe a baby shower card, this is such a good die cut set. The next one I got is kind of unique. It is basically individual die cuts, so all of these kind of pull apart like this. And this one creates fringe on your page. So you run this through your die cut machine. It comes with all these border details. This, you can create balloon strings with this, along with the bow tie. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 die cuts in one. And this costs $5.28. And again, their die cuts are so good. I have yet to have any issues with the die cuts not cutting the paper. It's very, very good quality. No issues whatsoever. So can't recommend their stamps and their die cuts enough. Moving right along, I just kind of got a basic one. This says happy birthday. Who doesn't need a happy birthday stamp on hand for all those birthdays that come up and you don't have a card and you just want something very fast to make? This is really good to have. And the happy birthday was $2.48. This one I thought was very artistic and just really cool. It's one die cut like this. They're all umbrellas lined up, and they start big and then they get smaller at the bottom perspective wise, and it's just so pretty. I'll insert a picture of the sample of what someone had made on Temu, and this was $2.55. I just love all of the details there. And then to go along with the stamps that I got, I have always wanted the Misti tool, and the Misti tool can get up to about $70. And basically the Misti tool, it's an assist for you. So it helps you line up your stamp exactly where you want it to be on your paper. I didn't want to spend $70. So I found 2 different sizes on Temu. This one is about 8 by 10, more or less. This is what it looks like. It is just a clear acrylic case, and it opens up like this. It does come with these 2 plates on the inside as well. So you would just put your stamp where you want it to be on your paper, close it, and then your stamp will then get transferred to the other side. So it'll cling to this side. You put your paper on here, you close it, and then the stamp will stamp the image exactly where you want to on the paper. I hope that that makes sense. This is such a useful tool to have. Now, in terms of quality, it's pretty sturdy, it's durable. In terms of how it looks, there is some bubbling that happened when the acrylic was hardening. So it's not the best, as you can see right there. It's not the best. It's like cloudy in some areas. There's some bubbling. It doesn't affect your ability to use this tool. So this tool was $28.29. I also found a smaller size. So this size is 5.9 by 7.68. So a little bit smaller. And this was $16.39. Now, to take it a step further, if you guys are familiar with the Altenew stamp wheel, that's $100. It has like a photopolymer mat so that basically your paper will stick to it. Put a stencil right on top of your paper and be able to stencil on your paper or stamp on your paper. So it's another tool that you can use for stamping. I did find a silicone grip mat on Temu, and the one that I found is 6.5 by 8.5. And this one I did have to cut down just a smidge to be able to fit it into the larger one. You do have these plastic sheets here on either side. You just peel that off, and once the mat is in here, it's going to grip onto the acrylic surface here, and then you can add your paper on here and add a stencil on top and be able to create your cards on this mat, and then your paper will not move. And that's the whole purpose of the Altenew stamp wheel. So I purchased, again, the 6.5 by 8.5. I did have to cut it down just a little bit to get it to fit at the bottom here, but other than that, you just got yourself a $100 stamp wheel for under $30 versus $100. So really, really cool. I also purchased the 4.7 by 6 inch silicone grip mat to be able to fit into this smaller one. So I'll just put down in the links, if it's still available, that is. I don't know if this large case is available. I'm not sure if it's come back into stock. It did say discontinued when I last checked, but I'll double check and see if it's available or not. So definitely worth checking out if you're in the market for stamp assist tools like this. I recently have been watching a lot of gel plate videos. I'm on a kick right now, and I've been just itching to get a gel plate and start creating cool looking papers and designs and things like that. So I got 2 on Temu, and I'm so excited. They were a little bit on the pricey side because gel plates in general are just very expensive depending on the size. Michael's carries it, Joann's carries it. You can find gel plates pretty much at any art supply store, depending on where you go and depending on if there are discounts available, like coupons like you can use at Michael's. You can get it for less money than buying it at the original price. But either way, whether you do Temu or Michael's, it's still an expensive item. So I am excited to try my hand at it. I got 2 different sizes. I got an 8 by 10 here, which was $17. And I also purchased, which is still less expensive than Michael's. I also got this at Michael's for about $25, $25. So, and it's the same size, 8 by 10, so 17 versus 25. I will be putting this to the test to see if it's good quality, similar quality, if you want to go with the Temu versus Michael's. I love doing those videos, as you know. Anytime that I can try to save you guys some money, I will do it. So this is what it looks like, and it's just this really cool squishy material. It does come with a little sheet here, and it says gel plate is made of food grade mineral oil resin, non-toxic, colorless, and tasteless, soft and flexible, no discoloration and no aging, stable physical and chemical properties, which can be used for a long time. So with this, you will need a brayer. You can find brayers on Temu. And that's basically to help you roll the paint onto the gel plate itself. So I got the 8 by 10, and then I also got this big daddy here, which is 12 by 14. Now this one was $34.64. The larger you go with the gel plates, the more money it's gonna be. It's definitely more expensive at Michael's, but this was $34.64. Again, with Temu, their prices do fluctuate, so you might be able to get this for even less than what I paid for. So just keep your eyes peeled for that if you are interested in trying out the gel plate trend frenzy that's happening right now. I am very excited to create a lot of different designs and papers with this to be able to use in my scrapbooking, card making, things of that nature, junk journaling. It's really, even art, you can create art pieces using magazines, and I mean, it's just endless. I've seen so many videos and I'm just like, I gotta try this. I've gotta try this. I'm gonna let you know if the quality is comparable to the jelly, which you can find at Michael's. It's expensive. It's expensive. So I'll let you know if the Temu one kind of is comparable or pass on it. So we'll see. And then along with that, I purchased, for the 8 by 10 gel plate, I purchased the gel plate positioning ruler, and essentially you just line it up there, and when you put your paper on, it helps you kind of center it. So I got this as well for $11.48. And this is specifically for the 8 by 10 gel plate. And then additionally, for the 8x10 gel plate, I got an acrylic handle. You get to your gel plate, and then once you're ready to, I've seen some folks that like to actually use this as kind of like a stamp. So once you put your paint on, I've seen folks take an acrylic handle like this and then flip it over onto their paper and use it kind of like a stamp. So that's what this acrylic handle is for. So this one is $5.98, and it pairs with the 8x10 gel plate. So these are just all tools, not necessary, but I just want to try it out and see if it makes my life easier. If I don't like it, we'll see. Verdict is out on that one. So that is all I got for the gel plates. So that is it for all of the art supplies. Next, we're gonna be moving into the miscellaneous that I got. So it's not necessarily art related, but some of these items you can use when you're storing your art tools and things of that nature. So let's go ahead and dive into that. First one is not really for storing anything other than it's a purse. And I love it because it kind of looks like a Burberry inspired designer bag. And I'm not really into designer purses. I don't purchase designer purses, but when I find one that's really good quality, that is timeless, it's classic looking, and I don't mind a good Burberry print. At least it looks like Burberry. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like Burberry to me. This is really well made. I paid $18.19 for this. For the cutest little bag, it does come with a really nice strap. It feels like it's faux leather. I don't think this is gonna last you your lifetime, but it'll do the job. And then the lining is very nice. It's kind of like a chevron kind of a lining. It's very nice quality. I'm very impressed, very impressed. Pretty spacious on the inside. It also has these really cute feet at the bottom, and even the feet have a little bit of design on it. So for $18.19, this is absolutely adorable. So I love that. So this next bag is a tote bag, and this painting I absolutely love by Johannes Vermeer, and it is The Girl with a Pearl Earring. I loved the book. It's one of my favorite books, and I had to have a tote bag. This was $4.48. Very well made, just roomy, spacious. You can carry your books in here, art supplies if you're just kind of going to a park bench and wanting to watercolor, paint, knit. You can put whatever you want in this bag. I just absolutely love this painting, one of my favorites. So that was a must. And then the next one, similarly, I love Monet, the Water Lilies, which is one of my favorite paintings of all time, along with The Girl with a Pearl Earring. But this is such a good quality canvas bag. It is, the height is 14.2, the width is 3.9, and the length is 13.8, according to Temu. And it is absolutely beautiful. It's not just on one side, but you also have it on the back side. You have a snap closure, a zip pocket interior, and this thing is roomy. And then on the side, oh, I just noticed this. On the side, you have the painting all on that side panel on both sides. I just noticed this. Attention to detail, attention to detail. That is beautiful. And it says canvas oil painting, $18.99 by Claude Monet, Water Lilies in the Japanese Bridge. This is so, so beautiful. This was $6.99 for a quality canvas bag. Y'all, you can't go wrong with that. That's beautiful. And then the next two items I got to store some of my craft supplies, and shocking, really good quality. I need these bags in every color. This is the cotton quilted bag, and this is what they call the small floral. And this was $6.48. I'm not a professional seamstress, but I really want to learn how to do quilting and patchwork and things like that. But this is such a good bag. Lined interior. This almost feels like a canvas type interior. You could store so much in this. You can put chargers for your phone, toiletry, makeup products, art supplies. It's endless. And this next one I got was just absolutely beautiful. It's a really good size. It is a pink floral. This was $5.98. Again, cotton, and it's a zip with the cutest pink gingham interior. And I'm using it to store my watercolor brushes because I'm gonna be using one of my tote bags along with my pouch and go to the park and watercolor. That's my goal anyways. And so I just have some of my brushes that I want to travel with. So that is such a good bag as well. So this is just very, very well made, quilted, very nice. And then this one, if you guys are Stony Clover fans, and there's a lot of you guys out there, including myself, this is a Stony Clover dupe, but for a fraction of the price. This is a large capacity bag. It's pretty well made. It is $7.64. It's this beautiful kind of Tiffany blue color. It also comes in pink and some other colors as well. This is really nice if you want to go to the pool, the beach, vacation items, sunscreen, things like that. You can put whatever you want in here. And it's a very, very good quality, kind of a nylon wipeable material on it. And then of course it comes with the handles as well. So really cute, looks exactly like Stony Clover, and Stony Clover I'm sure would charge $88 for this. Yeah, $7.64, guys. Jump on it. All right, and then we're winding down to the last few items here. I got these two signs, they're metal tins, and this one I couldn't pass up because I'm a huge fan. Bewitched. I mean, who doesn't love Bewitched? Look at how beautiful that is, the vibrant colors. This makes me happy. This does come in another style, which is her flying through the sky in the opening scenes of Bewitched. But I love this scene in the opening where she starts twitching her nose right here. Can't wait to hang this up in the new room. Very cute. And then the second sign that I got is an artist sign. It says, I am an artist. I paint with my fingers. Texture makes me happy. I love drippage. Building layers tells my story. I experience color. I make mistakes beautiful. I see what others cannot. I live inspired. This was $3.49 and the Bewitched was $4.98. When Temu ships you metal signs, just be mindful that sometimes it will not come in perfect condition. With the Bewitched, there's a little bit of a dip right there. So I had to hammer that down because it was flipped up on that side. And then back here, I think you can see the dents on the back. It doesn't necessarily show on the front, which is why I kept this. But on the back, you can see that. So just depending on how they package this and if they kind of throw it in plastic bag along with your other items, it does get tousled about. So just be mindful. If you don't like how it arrives to you, you can return it and then just repurchase it. Unfortunately, they don't do exchanges. It's either return and refund, and then you just repurchase it. So that's that. And then last but not least, I think I saved the best for last. Ever since our honeymoon in Ireland and Scotland, I did not realize how much I have an obsession with sheep. Because they're everywhere in Ireland. They are legit everywhere, and I was naming all the sheep because I'm a crazy person. So I had to get a sheep knitting yarn holder, and this was $14.69, and he is the cutest little happy sheep. I mean, come on. And then the feet are these kind of foam dots at the bottom so that it doesn't, you know, mar your table. And then on the back, you have the yarn that comes through from the back. But how stinking cute is that? Ah, I couldn't not get him. He's cute. I love him. I think I'm gonna name him Edward. Isn't he cute? Anyways, that is it for today's haul. I hope you guys enjoyed the variety of items that I got. I will keep you posted on when I try out the jelly plates. I'm very, very interested to see how it's gonna test compared to the Michaels one. Again, I will leave everything in the description down below, along with if it's still available, and if it is, the cost associated. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Let me know what was your favorite item. in this whole haul, or if you tried any of the items, I'd love to know. So until next time, I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and definitely hit that subscribe button so that you are notified of all the upcoming videos and content that I have coming your way. And until next time, I will see you in my next video. Take care, guys, and wish me luck on my move. Wish me luck. Take care. Bye.